Yes,
So it's good to see you online, sir.
it's good to be seen.
That's what's up. So what else have you got going on in the blues world with you, sir?
Not much. We Blue 26. We just closed it down Monday night.
I saw that post. What is going on with Blue 26?
Well, the owners is tearing down the building. The
Oh,
owners of the building, they're just demolishing it,
okay.
and so we had to vacate. So
I
yeah,
guess.
everything has a shelf life. So
Yes, it does. Well, hopefully on the certain bigger and better things for y'all.
there you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, indeed. So how was the blues festival?
The blues Monday night or the Chicago Blues Fest?
The Chicago Blues Festival.
The Blues Festival was very, very nice. The
Okay.
Chicago Blues, very, very nice. The Mississippi stage, the Rosa stage, they had all the local talent over there
Right.
at Rosa stage. And then the main stage, yeah, they had Kingfish over there, DK Harrell, a lot of other people, Mavis Staples.
Okay.
So it was actually great. One day it rained one day, so I'm gonna say it rained on a Saturday, so it kind of threw some things off.
Okay.
Yeah, we actually had to almost evacuate the park.
Oh,
Tell you the
really?
truth. Yeah, for about an hour.
Okay.
For about an hour, and it was right before Mavis was coming on.
Okay.
I think it was a joke. So a couple of acts got like Nick Alexander was in the one song, and his show
And
got
he got
canceled
cut.
after that.
Oh
He got cut.
man.
So he was looking forward to that. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay. I hear
And,
that. Where's your coffee at? Because you normally be rolling around with some coffee somewhere.
I had coffee earlier. I came home to do this with you. So
Oh, I feel
I
so
got I
honored.
got a late start today. My washing machine broke on me,
Okay.
and so I went out and bought a new one today. So
Okay,
I was
that's
kind
what's
of
up.
so I kind of got up, got a late start, went and bought a washing machine,
Okay.
stopped, got my coffee, chilled, looked up. Actually, I was sitting here about 2:30 and I nodded off. I woke up. I
I
was
How did I know that
like,
was what she was gonna say? Because I was like, where is
it's
this Negro
it's
at?
it's 3 after 5. So I'm like, oh Lord. And I haven't done this Zoom thing and I don't know when. And since COVID, before COVID, actually.
Okay.
I used to do it a lot. So, but now,
Yeah. I was like, this Negro gonna send me a text message talking about we still on, and he's still gonna show up late to the thing. Negroes.
I woke up, babe. I was sitting here being patiently, and I just fell asleep,
Well, if you
late night.
wanted to do it earlier, we could have did it earlier.
No, 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 no. This was good. This. I was just sitting here patiently waiting, and you know how you just sit there and you just
Not
nod
all.
off. That's
Yeah.
that's all. That's all.
Seriously.
It's time. I'm an old man now. It's time for my nap. So it's time
No,
for my nap.
don't act like you not that old. Don't be talking about like you over about to roll over to the grave or something.
I'm
Seriously.
not rolling over to. I don't even have 2 feet. I did ride my bike earlier through the
Okay.
cemetery. Through the
Oh my
cemetery. So,
God. Oh my God.
oh,
Seriously.
that's the best. That's the best place to ride.
Why
No
would
cars,
you through
no
the
people.
cemetery?
Yeah, the cemetery is about. If you ride through the streets through the cemetery, that's probably about 2.5 miles. You
Oh,
do that 3 times, you know.
I'm just mad you trying to ride with through some dead folks. That's not. Mm-mm.
Well, look, the grass is green. flowers, no cars, nobody honking a horn,
This
nobody
is
got to
true.
yell at, hey, I'm coming through, step
This
aside
is
if you're on
true.
a track or something. So you there, you can play your music. If there's a funeral or a burial or something happening, I mute my music as I ride past. You know, I be respectful. You know, they don't need to hear the blues. I might be playing some James Brown. Get on up. That
Right.
ain't
And
what
then
they
when
trying
they
to hear,
start
right?
waking up,
Yeah, they ain't trying to hear that.
you ain't got no damn sense. You ain't got
Yeah,
no damn sense.
but wasn't no burials or nothing. So I just did what I did. Spent, yeah, bro, what? About 6 miles a day, 5.5 miles.
Okay,
This is
well,
my second time out this year, so
that's one
I
way to
try to
look at
ride
the.
four, I try to ride 4 days a week.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So about the blues, I know when we first met and started talking, I asked you how you got into the blues scene and all that. So we're gonna repeat that again. How did you get into the blues scene and what made you stay?
What made me stay? Well, all through when I was a teenager, I was a DJ. I used to do all the high school things, a lot of the different boy and girl clubs. You know how they create clubs and things like that. They gave sets. That's what really got me into music, and then I that took me into all different types of music. From that, as a young person, 15, 16 years old, I was in different record clubs.
Okay.
So those record clubs, we used to meet at lounges, and I'm 16, and I'm around a lot of older guys that's playing in, adult clubs, I should say that,
Okay.
around town. So I'm meeting them. I'm in adult clubs, coming into their clubs, spinning records and things like that. And then, because and then I had a little facial hair, so I looked like I
You
was
looked
the
older
oldest
than what you was.
what I was. But from that, and then, you hit different types of genres. At one point in time in my life, jazz was my thing.
Okay.
And jazz. And I like every genre of music anyway. So
Okay.
then, man, for some reason, I don't know what happened. I saw a show. Don't tell me who it was or anything. I was at a festival or something, and the blues was there. And like I said, I always liked the blues. So, and man, for some reason, I just drifted away from the jazz into the blues.
Okay.
That's been well over 20 something, 30 years. Yeah. So
Okay.
that's how I do it.
What
That's
high
how I
school did
got.
you go to?
As a freshman, I went to Calumet High School.
Okay.
And then I was an athlete, I
Okay.
was a lot skinnier than I was. So, and I was on a Saturday afternoon, I went by my cousin's house and we went up to the park to play basketball. And it was a little private high school called Academy of St. James in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
They were located at 76 at Phillips.
Okay.
And they was having a practice there. So they was playing in other kids in the park, like myself. And I was tearing them up. And the coach asked me to come. He recruited me. So for 3 years, I went to a little private high school.
Okay.
And my graduation class was 14 people in it.
No. 6.
Yes, yes, yes.
What?
And and I was, like I said, I was 15 years old. Then I discovered girls, and hell, I put the basketball up. I'm like, man, what time this game gonna be over with? I got a date. Or I see somebody in the stands I want to meet.
Oh my God.
That's a true story. So I mean,
I believe it. I honestly believe it.
yeah, I don't know why, but it is what it is. That
Okay,
was
so what is making you stay with the blues this long?
I just love the music. Blues to me, blues got a lot of the music itself. When you listen to, the get blues is basically, the rhythms of the guitars and harmonica. Those are to me the two essential. Um, what I'm trying to say, instruments. Yeah,
Okay.
instruments that consist of blues. If you don't have those two, it leaves a void in that. And I don't know. And then it was the Chicago blues. It incorporates so much, soul, you know, what we're used to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That rhythm, that soul, that rhythm and blues, and so it kind of hit that genre. And like right now, you got the rock blues. You got blues is like a big gumbo now. It's
Yeah.
everything blues. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Everything. You got 1, 4, 5, 12-bar blues, and they can incorporate rock into it. They can Latin. Like
Hmm.
Ivan Singh, he's marketing himself as a Latin blues player.
Okay.
So he has a lot of Latin overtones into his music.
Hmm.
He dresses it up different, but it still has that same foundation. And with Chicago blues, man, it's got that grit to it. It's got that
Yes, it
stank on
does.
it. It's got stank on it. It's not just somebody playing notes. It's
Right.
got a feel to it. So yeah,
Okay.
and when you sitting there and you had my dad told me good music is when you sit listening to it, whatever type of music it is. And if you toe tapping, head bobbing, tapping your leg or something, that's when you know it's good.
Yeah.
and it's got longevity.
Yes.
Blues got longevity. The music today, do you see yourself grooving to it 20, 30
I don't even
years
listen
ago?
to the radio. No.
Eh, Me neither. But I'm just saying,
No.
do you, can you, and maybe it's just a age thing. The kids, the people that listen to it today, 30, 40 years ago, that is their music. So,
Right.
maybe they will. But look at, the 60s, late 60s, 70s stuff. It's timeless. And that
Hmm.
music is 50 years old now, 50
Right.
years plus. Sometimes when I'm in the car and I'm listening to things, and it's just like soul music, R&B music, and I'm like, man, when that record come out in '74, you're like, damn, that's 51 years ago, type of
Hmm.
thing. It's timeless, and it don't seem to be going away because every generation knows. You know what
Very
I'm
much
saying?
so.
Whereas today's stuff, I'm like, okay, if I like something I hear today, I'm like, oh, that's nice. I find out that record 20 years old or something. It ain't new. My daughter's like, that ain't new. I'm like, it ain't. Well, I guess it's new to me. You know.
Right. Oh my goodness.
Right.
Okay, so with you being in the blues scene as long as you have and working at Buddy's spot, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of folks come in and out of the place and made conversation with a lot of major players that are on the scene. Who would you say would be one of your top um performers that you sing?
Top performance. Wow. You know, that's a very, very difficult question because whatever I come up with, I know I'm leaving out. Seriously,
Hmm.
Uh, I saw some. Wow, that's real hard, Angela. It really is because my mind don't go too far back. I,
Okay.
you know, but just wow. I've seen some great performances. I remember when Ivan Singh first came to town.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we got him up. Vino Loudon was playing, and we asked Vino, "Can Ivan jump on the stage with him?"
Mm-hmm.
And wow, Ivan just climbed, you know. And him and Vino going, they didn't, excuse me, they didn't go at it or anything like that. They
They
didn't just cut
complimented each
heads,
other.
but how he just came in and just took his show, or that 10 minutes of his show, just to a whole different level.
Okay.
It's like seeing a lot of that, and it's ironic because I always say wherever you at, you can be at a little dive. You don't have to be at a big 3,000 seat arena or anything like that, or theater. It's any type of. But when you got somebody that calls, you got an artist who got a special guest or call someone up to join them. You know, we really need to start videotaping a lot of this stuff, because sometimes you don't know what you're gonna get.
Right.
You really don't know what you're gonna get, and that's just that one time. Because if they try to duplicate it another day, it just won't be the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just won't be the same. But I've seen a lot, and I know it's a lot left to be seen. But to just pinpoint one performance that was so spectacular, I'm thinking probably more stuff like that I've seen lately right now.
Okay.
My mind let me go too far back, right? To be perfectly honest with you. That Blues Fest I told you about earlier, that in Carpentersville,
Mm-hmm.
that was off the scene. If you would have saw the finale to that, where we had all four young guns had their guitars and they was clowning, I'm still giddy about that.
Really?
Man, right. And that just happened June 27th of this year.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was the keyboard player we had playing behind him. He was in so awe, he stopped playing keyboards and went to the front of the stage.
Oh, wow.
The festival is like, this is too
wow.
much. That's just how hot it was. The people was just going crazy. And these are relatively, outside of Chicago, unknown artists.
Yeah.
They all young. They're all under 25 years old.
Okay.
See, and that's what the Young Guns is about, keeping the blues alive.
Right.
Here's go the next generation of the blues.
Right.
They played their version, and they did, the classic blues, all of that. Each one of them did. And they showed you that they can go back
and bring it forward.
They take it forward. And when they did that finale and they got Alexander closed it out, it was, like I said, you see the smile on my face now. It was just that fantastic. So,
amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So with you being in the scene and seeing the talent and stuff that come through it, do you classify yourself as a mentor of folks in the scene?
The young guys, I gravitate to the young ones.
Okay.
Because they're trying to get somewhere where the older guys have been. And some of the older guys, I'm not saying that they may not be as helpful sometimes to them. So yeah, I don't know if I say I'm a mentor to them, but I will say I'm kind of like a sounding board to them.
Okay.
If I see something, I'll say something. if they come to me about something, I'll address it, the best of my knowledge. And if I can't help them, if I know somebody that can, I would direct them over to that, to that, But yeah, I sit down and I talk to a lot of them, because a lot of them is new and they're finding out this, and music, the business side of it is ruthless.
Yes, very.
It's ruthless. And everybody that's smiling in your face ain't your friend neither.
Facts.
So they, you got people smile in your face and build you up and be behind your back, tearing you down. So just be careful. Look for those things. Build relationships, but be fair with people as well. Everybody think because I'm doing music and I should be making more money. If the club owners could pay more, I believe they would pay more. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at the average club across America and they're booking someone locally, kind of unknown, if you don't have a follower, you're not selling tickets. It's just people just normally just coming to hang out and you just happen to be playing there, then you can't expect to be making, you know what I'm saying? Right. 2,000, 3,000. The band members, I don't want to play for that no more. Okay, then that's fine. We just move on. And that gives opportunity for a lot of these young musicians to come up. That's really what's happening. There's a lot of young brothers. They coming from the church. They can play.
Yeah,
they can play. They're not just playing guitar or drums or keyboards or bass. They can play all four of those instruments.
Right.
Play them well.
Right.
So it's giving them a lot of opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And it's a dog-eat-dog world out there. It's hard to tell. I mean, it is. It is. When you look at the average, I guess, front man, and you see him, he never can keep a band together.
Correct. Oh my God. Yes.
One night he got a different bass player than he had the night before, different guitars. Right. But they're professionals, and all of them are great players and students of the music. 99% of the time, they have no rehearsals. They just say, hey, we're going to do this. You send a person a list of songs in which you're going to do, and you go to YouTube, listen to them. If they have some stuff on YouTube or if they have a CD or two, they send it to you, and you listen to it, and you show up for the show and play. And
right.
the average the person in the audience, they don't, unless you just bad playing out of key or out of time. Thinking, yeah, it's good. After the show, they looking at each other. You didn't see the change. You didn't hear the change.
Right.
Right. And I chill out. They don't know what to expect out here. So your mess ups seems natural to them. They, like I said, unless you just really just, the band leader called for the end of the song and you still playing.
Still going, doing your own thing.
Yeah, he lifts his guitar, pump, and you still going. And then you wake up like, you laugh it off and move on.
Mm-hmm. With and this will be my last question because I don't want to keep you too long, sir. With the younger generation, like you're saying, like they're playing all instruments for the most part, in comparison to some of the older legends and elders that have been in the scene for a while. Do you think that there is kind of a rift or something between the younger and the old folks?
I don't want to say a rift because
you could be honest. Say whatever come to your mind.
I don't want to say a rift because the more seasoned guys, let's call them seasoned guys,
Okay.
they are using these guys.
Okay.
They are using, because guess what? To get somebody on the same level and the maturity of them, they have to pay more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I got to pay you more because, we used to play together 20 years ago.
Right.
You're not going to pay for little money. I'm only getting X amount of dollars. And I want to pay everybody well, but if you find out if you don't play for this, you won't play. You know how it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you're an artist. I'm pretty sure you've done many of gigs for
little to no money.
Not paid, right, for very little money. And you probably have paid your band and didn't take nothing.
Yeah.
Just to do the gig so that you can get out there. The same way at some point in time, they had to do the same thing when they was younger to break ground. So I wouldn't say it's a rift. I think a lot of times, like anything else, just like in sports, like in, it's a different age now. You have the social media.
Right.
All of that. Back then, those guys didn't have that.
Yeah.
They didn't have that. So you can become well known in 15 minutes.
Yes. Yes.
In 15 minutes. And now, how is he getting more gigs than? Yeah, he's got history. He has a full resume. He used to play with, these
top names. Yes.
Exactly. And he has a great show. But here you got somebody been around 2 years, just stepping on the scene, 20-some years old, and they
taking off.
They taking off, and you're looking like, what's going on? But it's a new day. They market themselves better. You can get in front of more people this way. They're yourself. A lot of them are going overseas to play. Other countries that bring the blues. They're happy to have the blues. It's the only sad part about that, they're not able to bring their own bands.
Right.
Because the pay isn't there. We'll put you a little 3-piece together here.
And it's not the same.
And it's good, but it's not the same. But guess what? If you're playing in Germany or something, the German audience don't know you. So they don't know what's the difference from you having your people with you versus those. They think those are your people. But they're not your, you know what I'm saying?
That's real. That's real.
So they don't know. So what they hear, it sounds great to them. But as an artist, and you're an artist, you look up and you're like, okay, it's all right. I wish I had Darryl over here. I wish I could have brought Darryl here. I wish I could have brought Pete, Larry, whoever, to play. Because now we got that groove.
That Chicago bottom.
There you go. We got that bottom in there, We just ain't got a guy, just doing. You can see him, he got it, And Lord don't bring a sax or something,
right.
He can, that person, he or she can blow. So, it's, but it is what it is. Social media has launched a lot of careers, and everything, and comedy and, local, all these little skits that you see on YouTube and TikTok and Facebook. And so that has helped and brought income into a lot of musicians' lives and gave them the exposure. Otherwise, it would have taken much, much longer years before they, got the same eyes looking at it.
All right. Okay. So what's next for Darryl? What's next happening for your world?
Well, actually, me and Dan, we have the young guns, and something that we're trying to do right now is put this. We've only did like 3 shows with them so far.
Okay.
What I would like to do, I'm talking to a couple of venue owners right now to try to bring that show to them. Sell the show. I want to take it on a college tour.
Okay.
Different universities, and weekend college tour. We might be at the University of Illinois, University of Chicago, maybe University of Iowa.
Okay.
That type. Do it back, like they used to do back in the early 70s, and
right.
how a lot of the Paul Butterfields and them did. You get around, go around the world with it. We have right now. It's a 4-man show, and it's basically 2.5 hours. So it's a show in itself. You know
okay.
What I'm saying? So it's a show in itself. We can do it, unlike the festival, we did each individual person an hour, took a break. But if we do it as a complete 2.5 hour show, it actually be about 2 hours and 10 to 15 minutes, because each player will get 30 minutes, and it'll be continuous.
Right.
So it won't be a break in there. And then that's 2 hours, and then maybe allow 10 to 15 minutes for a finale where they all come together and showcase themselves. So try to do that right now.
Okay.
It's a
Staying
process.
busy. Staying busy.
It's all about this.
All about the dollar.
Well, if it can't make no money, it don't make sense.
That's what they keep telling me.
And then when you got 4 players and you got a 4-piece band behind them, everybody
gotta get paid.
Want that. Everybody. So, the thing is ride with me. And if we can make this blow up, then we'll really get paid, So,
there you go.
Trust me. Trust the process. Trust the process. Trust the process.
That's what they say. Well, it has been a pleasure, Darryl. Thank you for taking the time. I know you be on a 30-minute clock, so I don't want to go over your time too much.
Yeah. I don't be on no phone. I don't be talking. You could have flew me out to Italy, and we could have did this all day long.
Maybe next time. Maybe next time, sir.
I know you need a road manager. I told you I could have been there for you.
You got your own shit you got going on. You got your own shit.
I told you it's a new day now. You can do every night now. We're doing a full interview. You in Italy and I'm in Chicago. See?
And you putting together festivals, so you can't be in Italy putting together festivals. So no.
And it's difficult, and it's difficult to do that. It's difficult. It's all about money. It's all about money.
Yeah,
and
so I can't fly you out to Italy.
Well, put us on a boat then. I don't know. Is it cheaper on the boat?
I'm not. You gotta do your festival in Chicago. You can't come to Italy.
Don't. Where you headed after Italy?
I'll be in between here in France and then supposed to go to Scotland.
See, I need your connections.
Yes, indeed.
I need your connections so I can bring my young guns out that way. See,
and they need to be out here, seriously.
And see, we can bring the young guns. We can bring the whole band, and you can be the female young
and
gun.
show them how to do it, because and show them exactly how to do it, because I don't know what the hell.
We can have you part of that.
We gonna put that on your agenda. I'm gonna hold you to that one. I'm gonna hold you to that one.
Hey, Hey, see, now we talking now. You can close it out vocally for a song or two, and they play
Ah,
behind, and you can lead the band, you know. Oh, yeah, I
I'm
got
gonna
some
hold you
things.
to that. I'm gonna hold you to that.
No, no, no. I'm gonna hold you to that. See, maybe we could show up in Scotland or something, you know. You can tell the promoter, hey, I got a whole new show.
Yes,
Just
indeed.
just go with me. I need an extra $10,000. That's it. That's all. You just need an extra 10,000, and that's it. You know
And make
that
it do what it do.
that'll do it. We'll work cheap. Make it do what it do. Next thing you
Right.
know,
First of all, do
it's
your people
all over the
have
world.
passports? First of all, that's the first question. Do they have
Well,
passports?
my people, I deal with professionals. You know, yeah, they have passports. My people have passports. They're already traveling musicians. You know,
Okay, because
well, well, if they, yeah, they should have passports.
you
I,
need to go
I know
check that out. Go check that out.
they got real IDs. So, and if they don't have a passport, I got a friend at the passport office. We can expedite it within a couple of weeks.
Oh my God. Yeah, because a real ID is not the same as a passport.
Well,
They
okay,
better
that's
not
true.
have no warrants, better not owe child support, none of that.
Well, yeah, well, this this last group I put together, they all right. Now, a couple other ones now might be a little sketchy. But that's why I say the young guns are interchangeable. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because if I say, hey, we got a show August 1st, and I want to put 1, 2, 3, 4 on the show, and one of them say, hey, I'm playing somewhere else, I'm already
Mm-hmm.
booked. Boom, I already got somebody that can fill that spot.
Right.
So yeah, it's always grown. You know,
Okay.
look,
That's good.
we're already talking about adding you into
Get off the camera. I'm
it.
gonna talk to you
You're over
later.
25. I know you're under 25, under 30, but that's okay. You know, that's
Get off the
okay.
camera. Get off talking to me. I will
It's,
talk to you later, sir.
all right, babe. You take
Uh,
care. Have fun. All right.
all right, talk to
Make it
you.
do. Hey, show up and show out.
As
Okay.
always, do it Chicago
Show
style.
up and show. There you go. All right, babe.
All
Thank
right,
you.
bye. All right, bye-bye.